Hello, good evening, and welcome to Thingamajig's Racing Channel. We are back live again, Friday evening racing, straight at you from the Full Throttle Racing Group. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we're halfway through the NexGen Touring Cars Revival Series using the Renault Megane. Not a popular car, it has to be said, in the group. They're voting on what car to use next season already, ladies and gentlemen, only halfway. And so this might be the only season for the Renault. So let's just soak it in, ladies and gents. Soak those sexy little French cars in, because they may be a thing of the past at the end of this season. We're at rounds 10, 11 and 12, and ladies and gents, a track we don't see come up too often. Most leagues don't go there. Just don't go there. We're at Dragon's Trail Gardens. One of my favourites. One of my personal. I think it's a fun track to drive. I enjoy it very, very much. But yeah, a lot of guys are not overly keen. Now they're doing 3 races here, ladies and gentlemen. And they've got to use the hard tyre at least for one of the races in the round. This round. So we'll see a mixture of tyres out there. I've already seen a few have decided to go for hard tyres at the very beginning. Get them out of the way, that's what I say. Vodka Rob in the chat saying good evening. Well, hello, sir. How are you? Hope you are well. I've got a table. Look. The dilemma with the championship table, I've got to say, is I don't know who these people are, nor do I care. No, honestly, I like they're just using their names from the PSNs. So, there is, I know on the cars, I see flashes of names like Jokerman is Macintosh, it says. So Macintosh currently is 9th in the table on 57 points, so we could try and do it that way, but what a ball ache. And in the Messenger that I'm in with them, they've all got nicknames in that are different, so I don't even know who they are in Messenger to who they are on the track to who they are on the table. So the people in I think by deduction, STD Ash is circumcised in the Messenger, and I think his last name is, I'm not sure. I did know it. He messaged me all the time. I see his name. See, I just don't pick up on names very well. Yeah, I couldn't even tell you which one he is in the championship. All right, I'll read you the table anyway. It's fun. Some people don't know who they are. The people who know who they are. So that's all that matters, really. Sharp, that's it. Gaz Monkey saying evening. It's Sharp. That's it. Ashley Sharp. So here we go then. Here's the table. That has no relation to the names you're seeing on the screen. Edwards is leading this championship, ladies and gentlemen, on 131 points. I think that might be Evil Dragon, because I remember him winning a lot. Let's go to Evil Dragon. We might see his name on the side. So we're looking for an Edwards. Oh, you're too fast. Slow down, you bugger. That's who I think it is, anyway. I might be wrong. But I've got a feeling he's doing well. No, that's new. See? Right. We'll find him. Edwards, it's Sid, ladies and gentlemen. So Edwards is at the top. Our boy Sid is at the top of the table on 131. He is followed by McEwen. That's Liam, innit? Ah, see, he makes it straightforward. So McEwen there, up to second. He's had a bit of a slow start to the championship. He's the reigning champion from last season, and he is slowly clawing it back, ladies and gentlemen, up to 113 points. So still trailing from the 131 that Sid's on, but El McEwen there in second on 113. Followed very closely by his teammate, the Groot, who's Schauler in the table, in third on 111. Only 2 points divide the Redstone team. Graham, who's E. Graham, there, yeah, E. Graham, is fourth in the table on 105 points. New, who is Evil Dragon, I know that now, he's fifth on 4 points. And Piper, look, it'll slow it down if I keep looking for everyone. Piper's on 103 points, so there's a point dividing 6th, 5th, and 4th. That is crazy. Willows is in 7th on 84 points. Sharp in 8th on 82 points, only 2 points dividing those two. Macintosh is 9th on 57 points. Wadwick is 10th on 37 points. Welsh is 11th on 18 points. Ellis is 12th on 10.5 points. And Spate is 13th on 0 points. That's pretty impressive. Right, the teams. Sorry, I've got to zoom in. The teams, Redstone at the top on 224 points. PMR is second on 209 points. eBay are third on 185 points. Ginsters are fourth on 131 points. Pertec are fifth on 121 points. AMD is sixth on 67.5 points. Seventh for Rocket on 18 points. That's the tables. How are we doing? Oh, I thought I'd do it all in the out lap, but we haven't. So they've done a lap. Sorry guys, I am a little bit behind. I came late. So McEwen then, he's the fastest man so far on his first run. 2 tenths ahead of the championship leader, the reigning champion. Ooh, ladies and gentlemen, tidy battle on our hands then, isn't it? With the man chasing. Oh no, there you go, Sid just going and slapped. And did he slap, ladies and gentlemen? Nearly a second faster. He's on the racing medium tyres. All the times are coming in now, with McEwen still in second, trailing by nearly a second. JW getting the other. JW's just been knocked down by the Joker Man, because he's just put it up into second. He's on the racing medium tyres. McEwen's on the mediums. We've got JW in fourth, going faster again. We might hang about for this. We're quite late into the lap as well, so JW at the moment getting purples on those racing medium tyres. E. Graham currently fifth on the grid. Sorry, I'm all of a sudden. I haven't been up long. That's my excuse. I am still in pretty much. Oh, it sounds right. I'm in PJs still. So that's a picture for you. I'm in my Superman onesie still. I'm gonna have a bath after this. The day will start after I finish this stream, I promise. I'll do some heavy GT. Oh yeah, well I'm doing qualifying. Maybe I'll leave my rants for between races. Rants. I haven't got a rant, honestly. The Graham is fifth. We were watching JW here. Did he go faster? No, sorry. I started getting distracted by what I was wearing. McEwen goes faster. McEwen's gone fast. No, E. Graham's just absolutely put it in there, ladies and gentlemen. And wow. Sid is absolutely flying, isn't he? He's nearly still 4 tenths faster than the next guy, who is E. Graham. E. Graham, you've got to say, he's been absolutely storming this season. Storming Norman has the Graham been. He's just had some absolute poor luck in that Hueno. That Hueno doesn't like him. Midway through a corner, his Hueno decides it's time to give up. You found my edge. So yeah, there's no rants, like I was saying. It's opinions on the paid DLC, or opinions on people's opinions of the paid DLC. Shove it. You don't have to buy it, okay? Wah. What's wrong with you? There are so many. I have wasted so much spooler on such poor games in the past, and you just get over it and think, oh well. And then a game that you've all been smashing out for 5 years, suddenly say, give us a tenner, 20 at worst, give us 20 quid, and we'll give you a whole single player experience with championships and qualifying and and the stuff you've actually wanted, and everyone's like, wow, don't buy it. Don't buy it. Carry on moaning about GT7 as it is, and I'll be over here having my little championship in single player, and I'll be happy, okay? And it'll be a big grin with Sophie 3.0. Just is ridiculous. What's the matter with you people? Bloody Destiny 2, my son used to play that. You have to pay like 60 quid every 4 months for a new campaign. You're moaning about pennies. Come on. Shake, give your head a wobble, people. DLC is too little too late. Yeah, but so far the two big hitters that were coming in, Ren Sport seems to have drooped a little bit in the action, and you don't hear too much about that being a contender anymore. So, and I'm going to buy Project Motor Tension, PMT, whatever it's going to be called, and give that a go. But I just don't see the hate with the DLC. Everyone's getting the free cars and the free tracks. It's just a single player mode. Don't play it. I just like single player mode. I really want the single player mode, and if they want money for it, fine. I've got my money's worth out of the game. VR, all of that other stuff. Yeah. But everyone's got a disagreement on it. It's just so many other games rip you off. I don't feel like GT7's ever ripped me off. So Sid's crossed the line. He's in pole. Can McEwen do it? No, he's done. He's in second. E. Graham crosses the line. Oh, he goes faster but stays in third. Jokerman, come on. Jokerman on his way to the line. Group's gone to the pits. He's 8th then currently. And Jokerman, whoa, slips it up into 3rd ahead of the Graham. JW's done in 5th. Evil Dragon, is he on it? He's done in 6th. We've got Wadwick in 7th. That's good qualifying for Wadwick. Group, is not so done well. And Saint Dash, or STD Ash, is in 9th. Not a great qualifying for the eBay team. So it's our championship leader, ladies and gentlemen, has put it on pole, and in second, how fruity, how juicy can you get? Gazmonkey Ren Sport is a huge flop. All eyes are looking towards Project Motor Racing now. Vodka Rob saying, I've got Ren Sport, and yes, there's a load of glitches, but it definitely has potential. See, yeah, I'm sure they're going to fix it, but this seems to be the fashion now, is release a broken game, and everyone can pay their 60, 70 quid for it, and then they'll fix it later. They'll fix it in whatever they call it, in edit. Edwards saying, oh, it's Can-Do, saying, greetings, Thingamajig from the other side of the pond. Well, hello, Can-Do. And Vodka Rob saying, I'll happily pay 30 quid or so for a GT7 DLC. Well, yeah, it's just, I just see a lot of comments with the people saying it's a disgrace, and I just think I've never actually felt that Gran Turismo Sport ripped me off. I never felt that Gran Turismo, I mean, there was the Lewis Hamilton DLC. I paid for that. That was probably a bigger waste of money than, because I don't even think so many people beat Lewis Hamilton's time in such a quick sort of fashion. I don't think Lewis really put that much effort in all fairness. 7.5-time world champion, and he can't, be unbeatable by pro sim racers. Ridiculous. Oh no, look, they've started. That's the grid. Sorry guys, I got sidetracked. I should have come in earlier. I should have come in while they were practicing to have all of my, I didn't know I had this many thoughts about it until I turned the mic on, and then suddenly I'm all a wealth of opinions and stuff about something. Look, race, we'll talk about it between races, that's all. Sid on pole, let's go. And it's the two championship leaders at the moment. Reigning champion tucks in behind the Sid. E. Graham in 3rd, and he's jumped. Who was it? Who did well in qualifying? Oh, it's side by side for Sid and McEwen giving it big alls, and McEwen's got that inside line. Ooh, Mama Lucia, and Sid there driving properly. that Anton didn't at the weekend. McEwen then in second, JW in third. I mean, Sid gave McEwen space on the inside, which Antonelli did not, to pass the... E. Graham then on the chase, but he's lost a position to JW, but he's gone for a late break, a lunge, and it's worked out nicely for him. He's got himself up there on the inside. Groot has had an amazing run there from virtually the back of the grid. Groot already up to fifth. He's on a set of racing hards. That might say why his qualifying was quite poor. Evil Dragon as well on those racing hards is Wadowitz on the mediums. He's going to want to be getting by these guys pretty soon. Groot on the move around the outside of the Dragon. There's no grip there, sir, in this beautiful corner, and it looks like Groot's going to lose out off the racing line. And yeah, Evil Dragon holds ground as Wadowitz tries to get himself implemented in the battle. 3 wide coming up to the hairpin. It's scary. Close your eyes. I'll tell you what happens. It's fine. It's fine. Everyone survived. Evil Dragon in 5th, Groot in 6th. We got Wadowitz in 7th. Then we got Jokerman in 8th, and the Dash is in 9th place. But it's this battle here, and E. Graham really wants to get involved in that championship battle. And as they always say, he's got no skin in the game. It doesn't matter to him. He can be a little brave. He doesn't have to worry about the points. So, and it is true, Sid and McEwen both fighting over a championship at this point halfway through the season. And our boy E. Graham, plagued with bad luck and a rickety car this season, he's not got skin in the game. I suppose a little bit like circumcised. JW is in 4th with Evil Dragon in 5th, Jokerman in 6th. Wadowitz going for a move on Jokerman up the inside in the Pertec. Bueno, and no, Jokerman holds his ground. Holds his ground, ladies and gentlemen. He shall not be moved. And so Roderick tucks in behind. The Dash is ahead. Oh, Groot, it's gone all wrong for the Groot at the moment. And he's riding high in that championship as well. Only 2 points behind the McEwen. And that's going to be altered at the end of this race. Oh, McEwen under threat. McEwen out wide. I don't know if there was anything to see there. No, but I am interested. So McEwen then, ooh, now he did pull an Antonelli. So JW then, so give JW a 10-second penalty, I suppose is how it works nowadays. Vodcrop saying, are there 2 tracks in the DLC or are they the free part? No, they're free. The cars are free, the tracks are free. What I get is, I think what the gist of sort of like the noise and the videos I've seen, it's Sophie 3.0 you're paying for. I think that's been very expensive to make, so they want some cash back. Oh, big spin. It was the Sid, ladies and gentlemen. The Sid had a huge one there. E. Graham goes into the lead. Where is the McEwen? McEwen now up and on the attack with JW as Sid falls behind these guys, and McEwen back up and into second as JW now all over the curb. And this is what they're complaining about, the Renault. It's just not adaptable to corners and curbs and bumps. It likes flat. Renault does not like changing directions, climbing curbs, and in generally racing. So yeah, JW then the curse as Evil Dragon moves up to 5th. Wadowitz now in 6th. We've got the Dash in 7th, Jokerman in 8th, and the Groot catching up, but he's getting his hard tyres out of the way, ladies and gentlemen, and that is the main thing. That's why I'm kind of like commentating and still talking about this game. And Bodgrove saying, I don't mind that then I get loads of fun racing against Sophie because I'm not super fast. Yeah, it just looks like the only extra things you're getting is just like the single player mode, which is I thought was really missing out of GT7. I did not like the menu system. And Sophie 3.10. So and I've heard that yeah, the AI was quite a lot of cash to get it to where it is. Oh, Evil Dragon is holding back the tidal wave. He's on the hard tyres, ladies and gentlemen, and Wadwick on the mediums, as is Jokerman, and the Dash is on hard tyres, making a move. Making big moves, but so is Wadwick, but he's on the outside, and Jokerman slips one up the inside, and Evil Dragon still holding him off. The PureTech car looking like it's struggling out of the corner to try and get the accelerator down. No traction, and the Dash there is all up and in his business. But yes, Evil Dragon definitely is the cork in this little bottle here. JW on his own, and Sid trying to catch up with the McEwen. It's a tough battle. Sid does have some disposable points, but so did Piastri. We know how that turned out. So Sid knows every point counts, and he cannot let the McEwen outscore him too much. Vodcroft saying they are some of the best AI, to be fair as well. Yeah, the few races I've had with Sophie, it's I've had some fun stuff, so I don't know what 3.0 do. They're probably going to end up being like Mad Max or something and just riding you off the road. Who knows? Well, you're going to have to pay to find out. E. Graham leads this race, and he leads it handsomely, ladies and gentlemen. But yes, again, the jeopardy of the Renault is always lurking in every corner. So E. Graham clinging on to the lead, should we say, with McEwen and Sid fighting it out over that championship, and Sid coming back stronger. He's not let the spin define him, ladies and gentlemen. He has he's risen above. We rise above, they say. We can't rise above Ferrari, though. We hit a ceiling. This is new. It should be his new tattoo. We've hit the ceiling. So Sid in third, with JW in fourth, Jokerman in fifth, with the Evil Dragon in sixth. The Evil Dragon's closed. Oh no, Jokerman slipped through. Sorry, Jokerman has slipped past the Evil Dragon brick wall. He's made it through, and Wadwick and the Dash are looking for a way. Roderick, getting a bit impatient there. As we get halfway through the race, Roderick saw an opportunity, and he took it, by goddamn. And there we go, Evil Dragon's off wide. This is the problem with the hard tyre. They just don't have the grip in those big swinging corners. And now the Dash is on Evil Dragon's case. Evil Dragon slipping down the field on the hard tyres. But Wadwick now. Whoa! Roderick playing dare with the curb as Groot still plays catch up. I think he's just having a bit of an experimentation out there, looking at his lap times. Not very consistent. And I think he's just doing a bit of a test, or he might have gone for a Brad Pitt. Because his hazard lights are on, he might be on auto drive. So E. Graham then leads the way with McEwen in second and Sid in third. Sid's looking feisty, ladies and gentlemen, very feisty, and I don't think he likes. He's not taken the loss of the lead all that well. He has been driving with a mission to get back ahead of this pair ahead of him. But what he seems to have forgotten is the man just ahead is the reigning champion, and the man ahead of him is the man faster than the reigning champion. So big jobs for SCLD. The hot brew, I must say, is on top form today, ladies and gents. It is absolutely delightful. I would highly recommend you to introduce a hot brew in your life at least once a day. It's got to be done. Tea, coffee, whatever floats your boat. I used to be a tea drinker and then got ruined by the chains of coffee shops. And now I'm not out of the closet yet, but I drink latte. So you know, there must be something there. I must be at least bi. It feels gay when I drink it, so that's all I'm saying. Nothing wrong with that. Whoa! So Sid is driving very aggressive now. Hey, gringo. He is throwing that ginsters, ladies and gentlemen. Beautiful stuff. So E. Graham then in first, with McEwen in second, and the Sid in third. And it's a tough battle out up in front. JW, a lone man, drives alone in his Pertec, but for fourth place, it's good points. Anyone would take them. So, I'm trying to see his name. Willows. Could do with the points. Where's he in the championship then? Look, I'm getting into the championship now. I've sussed it. Oh no, I've lost the page. Sorry. I lost the page. So E. Graham leads with McEwen in second, Sid in third, JW, it seems safe, 39.6 last time around. Jokerman hitting a 39.3, but he has got some distance. He got locked in behind the Evil Dragon, didn't he, for a while? So did Wadwick. But Wadwick as well, getting into the 39s and setting chase for the rest of the pack. And as the race rolls on, you don't know what will happen. You don't never not know what's going to happen. That's the beauty of racing. So these guys, it's worth chugging on, because you don't know. You just don't know. Someone might have a spin. We saw the leader, Sid, drop down to about 5th with a spin. So, Sid's on fire, ladies and gentlemen. He's driving like an absolute crazed man. It's beautiful to see. He's possessed by Senna himself in the Renault. Going for a late one there. Can he make the apex? Hello, apex. He waved at it. He saw it. It was some way off. And McEwen drives past, saying, well, if you try and late brake, you find you go a little wide. So, but McEwen is a threat, and he's not lost time. And he's managed to distract the McEwen a little bit. Get him shooken up. He's losing ground to E. Graham at the moment. E. Graham, calm as a cucumber. Cool as a cucumber, sorry. Calm as a clam. Cool as a cucumber, what the hell? Cool as a clam and calm as a cucumber. And McEwen, though, under a lot of pressure at the moment from the championship leader. We've got JW in 4th, safe from the Joker Man, who has pulled out a bit of distance from Wadwick and Evil Dragon. He's staying in touch, but with the hard tyres is finding it hard to go on the attack. St. Dash also on those hard tyres, and the Groot hard tyres. Looks like whoever's on hard tyres here at Dragon's Trail Gardens, ladies and gentlemen, are in for a tough time. E. Graham, though, leads the way. 1.4. McEwen trying to close in. He's trying to do. He's spinning plates, ladies. Oh, he's on the grass. Yeah, man. So McEwen getting high on his own supply at the moment at the side of the road, and that gives Sid the opportunity as they come into the braking zone, and Sid's going to get it right this time onto the apex, and there you go. Hallelujah. Praise Senna. He is through. Sid absolutely making a fight of this championship, but McEwen will not be done like that. He feels he's been done dirty by the Renault, and he wants to come back on the attack, and this is beautiful stuff for E. Graham at the moment, because he is just, well, he's not extending. He was 1.5, it's 1.3, so these two are going hell for leather and racing at the same time. Beautiful stuff. JW still got that 5-second gap to the Jokerman. Jokerman 39.6 last time around. JW at 40.0. It's enough. It's enough to contain the man. Wadwick in 6th, keeping Evil Dragon at bay. But Evil Dragon absolutely flying on those hard tyres. The Dash slipping back now from the Dragon. It looks like he may have found himself in a bit of bother, losing himself 3 seconds because he was quite close to the Dragon. And Groot there. Oh, I think he's back. The hazard lights are off. I hope he wiped properly. E. Graham, though, in the lead. Ladies and gentlemen, are we going to see an E. Graham win here at Dragon's Trail Gardens on this round 10 race here? Sid all up and in the business. He wants that lead back. He got the pole, and he's looking for a win here. McEwen, a very fast guy, staying very close to the battle. Beautiful stuff. And if anyone gets it wrong up here, we've got JW. He's goal hanging, ladies and gentlemen. He's waiting around for a podium. He wants one of these to give that to him. A nice gift. E. Graham now under a lot of pressure because the Sid is moving in. He's moving in for the kill. He's doing it for the thrill. So, he's very fast. Let's get on board, shall we? As we go through the awesome corner combo. Sid then on the outside. Ooh, chunky monkey. Felt like we had a bit of a bang from E. Graham there. He must have lost grip in the middle of the corner and slid out a little wide. So E. Graham then trying to defend, and Sid then, oh, look at that, very close as we go into the penultimate lap here, and E. Graham trying his best to defend the position, but Sid is ultimately on point at the moment in the Renault, and E. Graham trying to make that Renault as wide and as fat as possible, and Sid playing a very daring game through the uphill chicane, sitting right under the wing of E. Graham. McEwen does not like that curb coming out of the chicane. He gets wobbly every time. JW now further second from that battle, and a second closer to Jokerman. Jokerman a 39.1, unbelievable pace he's pulling out now against JW's 40.0. So Jokerman, he still feels there's a place here, a position to be made. And Waterwick and the Dragon's come back at the Waterwick, and he's gone for the move. Beautiful stuff. But Waterwick, does he get the drive out of the corner? They're side by side, fighting over 6 and 7. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. Evil Dragon then staying up ahead of 6, in 6th, ahead of, oh, for God's sakes, thingy, what's going on with your button pressing? Waterwick in 7th there, looking for a way past, but the Dragon absolutely on it. 40.3 from him last time around, as Roderick lost a bit of time. I reckon he got on a curb or two. So can Evil Dragon maintain? He kept him behind him for a while there, didn't he, at the front, earlier in the race, I mean, when he was ahead of Jokerman and Waterwick. Waterwick trying to go around the outside. Is there enough grip? No. And Evil Dragon maintains position, gets a little slide on, and this is it. This is where Roderick gets the drive out of the corner. Evil Dragon cuts across to defend for the first corner. We're going into the final lap, and it's Evil Dragon maintains on the apex, and Roderick over the inside, and it's a done deal, ladies and gentlemen, a done deal from Roderick. Superb stuff. Then this battle here, Sid under a threat from McEwen. McEwen coming at him in the final lap. E. Graham getting away with it out there in the lead, and Sid did start bringing the noise to the rear derriere of E. Graham, but E. Graham rode that bad boy out, and now he is on his way to victory lane, ladies and gentlemen. And Sid there in second, with McEwen in third. McEwen giving Sid a lot to think about in the final stages of this race, as E. Graham then, all he has to do is get 2 more corners correct, and he is on it. I mean, 1 corner, it's a double apex corner. I count it as 2. Some people might say it's just a big 1. I suppose it is a big 1. There's no braking. Yeah, you brake there. Anyway, so it is. It's a hairpin. So Graham then on his way to the flag and the win. Great drive from E. Graham. Sid unfortunate in second, and McEwen in third. Unfortunate because of the spin. JW gets best of the rest for 4th place, and the Jokerman on the comeback there in 5th. Evil Dragon maintaining ahead of Roderick, and it looks like these two had an absolutely flamboyant last lap, and Evil Dragon got a bit of a slide there, and but can he stay ahead? Oh, I thought Roderick would have the drive in 6 and 7. Roderick in 7th, Stash in 8th. And the group bringing it home in 9th. The hard tyres didn't work for him today, did they? Eh? They were not of fit purpose, he would say. And Bodcroft's, yeah, we said that, didn't we, about Sophie being best AI. And Can Do saying, great race and commentary as always. Those cars look fun to race. They look like a handful, I tell you that. They look like a great lot of, fun. A handful equals fun, I suppose. Not when you're leading the race, I suppose, and spin out, then, or you're... I still think he went off to the toilet, or he went and made a snack, possibly. Maybe he got a latte as well. Hey Groot, do we both drink lattes? Should we paint the town rainbow coloured? And there you go. There's Groot crossing the line. Lovely stuff. Cracking little race that. All the way down the field virtually, with Evil Dragon holding the field back and then getting into a ruckus with Warwick at the end there. But it was E. Graham, up 3 places, took the spoils. Great stuff from the full Throttle racing community. Beautiful. And here's those results. E. Graham, he didn't get the fastest lap though. That was our boy SCLD, or Sid for short. Graham then takes the win. Beautiful drive with Sid in 2nd. Fastest lap and pole. Just missing out. That's got to be a heart wrench. McEwen there in 3rd. And man alive. With a slow start to the championship, he really is a force come into the second half of it. JW, great result from JW in 4th. With Joker Man in 5th. We've got the Dragon of Evil in 6th. And he's got his hard tyres out of the way, don't forget. Warwick's in 7th, and he'll be feeling, look at that, it's so close between them. 7-7-3 versus the 7-8-3. Sorry. Very tight between Evil Dragon and Roderick at the line there. And Warwick will be feeling he should have got ahead of the Dragon there, but Dragon's defensive driving was a class of its own. And St. Dash then, he used the hard tyres also, finishing in 8th, and Groot also getting those hard tyres out the way, but that 2 points behind McEwen is now a lot more. So they usually have a bit of a short... Oh, no. He's changed a little bit. But yeah, he does usually say when the next race is going to start. And then shall we get back onto our rant about the DLC? It's not even a rant. I don't mind it. And I don't want to slag Rensport off too bad, because it's just the fashion now. People just release games. I don't understand it. I've been burnt. I didn't buy Cyberpunk until it was fixed. But again, there you go. Cyberpunk. I bought that because of the hype and all of the broken stuff. And I suppose I played it a fair amount. I don't know, 20 hours, 30 hours. And then I kind of got bored without it. I got bored of modding and all the other shenanigans. So, and they released a paid DLC, and I didn't sort of get bum hurt by it. I just was like, okay, I don't want it because I don't play the game anymore. Or, you know, I've lost love for the game, so I'm not fussed about paying for a DLC for it. And all the reviews were saying brilliant DLC and stuff like that, but I didn't buy it because I just thought, well, it'd be a waste of money because I won't play it. So, I mean, it's not pay to win. It's not like they're saying, oh, you buy this DLC and you're gonna win every daily race. It's just extra content that's cost them money, because I've heard Sophie 3.0 cost a bit, and I don't know. I don't see how. I was surprised with the pushback on it, because I just thought they've always done 45. That's all right. It's only a couple of minutes. Gran Turismo have always done some sort of paid DLC at some point during its game's run. And it's not like straight away. It doesn't feel like it's robbing you. You buy a game and then straight away they're like, Okay, you bought this new game, 50 quid, well done. Now here we go. Buy these other 3 tracks and the BTCC download, and for another $20. So your game's just gone from 50 to 70 quid, and we had these already before the game was released, but we knew we'd make money on it. I never felt like that from Gran Turismo. It's just five years into the game's run, is it? 4 years? No, 5 years into the PlayStation 5's run. Probably 4.5 years on Gran Turismo's run. I mean, it's a single player mode, which for me, it was missing in the first part of the game, and that's why I've bitched about the game for the last 5 years. And now they've released something, I'm not bitching anymore. Look at me, I'm happy. I can't wait to try it. So, yeah, everyone gets the free track. Everyone gets all the free cars that they're not free. You got to grind for them. And Vodka Rob, and saying he just wants lots of racing games in VR. And Vodka Rob saying, I've wasted money on games in the past when they're on offer, but I always end up not playing them unless it's a racing game. So yeah, we've all bought a game thinking that. Look, I bought No Man's Sky. I bought Fallout 76. Well, I didn't. I got it bought for me, which was even worse because my poor wife, I was so excited about it. She bought it like on release in November, but she's strict. She is the Christmas Nazi, and you do not get a gift. You shall not get a gift before the 25th of December. And she'll keep a game in a closet for a month, and I'll know about it because I'm Snoopy. No, I'm not. I think I saw it by accident, but the game got absolutely caned, and I think it was half price by December. She was absolutely livid. Oh well. So yeah, Fallout 76, pile of hot steaming poop. No Man's Sky, very disappointing. Awesome game now. Awesome game, and yeah, they've not charged. They could have easily charged. They haven't. They made a decision. But again, a lot of people are saying everything that's going into No Man's Sky is a beta test for their next game. So really, they probably don't feel too good about charging people to beta test their next game. Oh, we're starting now. Okay, rant over. I don't mind. I want single player. Sophie 3.0. What the hell? There's other people worse. Call of Duty. What a rip-off. FIFA. People love that game. Does it need to release one every year, or could they just do a free DLC? Anyway. Each season with the different teams. That's all I'm saying. E. Graham then. On pole. He's on the hard tyres. Let's have a quick look. Mediums. McEwen's on the mediums. JW's on the mediums. Jokerman's gone for hards. And Evil Dragon can have mediums. Wadwick's gone another set of mediums. Dash has gone mediums. Groot's gone mediums. Okay, this is going to be tough for E. Graham, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see how long he can hang on for in that position. Sid already trying to make amends for what happened in race 1, round 10. And Sid then takes the lead with McEwen following through, and E. Graham already knowing. He's just got to bite down hard on that piece of leather and take it. And JW then in 4th place with Evil Dragon there in 5th. Evil Dragon looking very racy on the hard tyres. It'll be very interesting to see what he can do on a set of mediums. Gene in the chat saying beat a game. Cool, thanks. Whoa, bit of a wiggle then from the Dragon, I believe. And now he's in trouble with Wadwick and Jokerman coming through. Oh, there was a little bit of contact there. And Evil Dragon and Jokerman coming off the worst. And it was just side-by-side contact, wasn't it? But it both seemed to give him a little bit of a weird wiggle. Group's up to 7th then. He's gained from that little altercation, and Dash there in 6th with Wadwick in 4th with E. Graham 5th for Roderick, sorry. E. Graham slipping down into 4th, but he's giving JW something to think about. JW though, he's on those medium tyres. E. Graham's going to struggle on the hard tyres. So there you go, JW then gets the good drive out the corner, and then it's the battle of the Titans out in the front with Sid versus McEwen. Hunting him down. JW there in third with Wadwick. Sorry, I was having a moment. I was thinking, what beats a game then? I was still trying to work out what the comment was. Wadwick there in fourth. And why is he shouting it? Roderick in fourth with E. Graham in fifth. We've got the Groot in sixth. We've got the Dash now under attack from Evil Dragon slipping down. Evil Dragon though coming back through. Looking for an apex here up the inside. Beautiful stuff from Evil Dragon on the Dash there, but he got a bit of a wiggle on, and I think there was a couple ahead of him got wiggles as well. It may be E. Graham with no grip on those hard tyres, and now he is being harassed and harung by the Groot, and the Groot in turn is getting in the Evil Dragon's way. Evil Dragon saying, come on, get out. Oh, humongous spin for a Pertec there. It's JW from third place. Shocking. Oh, poor JW. He wouldn't want to relive that now, will he? So JW then sitting in a strong third spot there, under no harassment, going for it. He was just pushing. Oh, it's them bloody curbs again, innit? They come round here, they build their little ramps at the side of the tracks. Disgraceful. So Sid then in the lead with McEwen in second. Now Wadwick, another Pertec, finding himself up into third ahead of E. Graham, who is doing well against the Groot. No, Evil Dragon's on the attack of Groot, but E. Graham on those hard tyres. I thought he'd be down further than this. Evil Dragon then fancying a piece of the Redstone car ahead of him, but he's got to be wary because the Dash lays in wait. So Evil Dragon though side by side with the Groot coming down towards the corner, and let's not make side on side contact here, ladies and gents, because we saw what happened earlier. And Evil Dragon there, beautiful textbook onto the apex through, and he's going to go for a twofer. He's caught up with E. Graham. He's got a good drive out of the corner, and now it's team on team action. E. Graham and Evil Dragon. Papaya rules. Someone's got to let someone by. So Groot there in sixth with the Dash. Whoa! Evil Dragon having a huge squirrel over the hill. These cars are very, very shaky at best. So Sid at the moment absolutely making up for lost time in race one, and he is absolutely landing it. Ooh, did he lose it? No. And McEwen then just trying to stay with him, it seems. Wadwick has got a storm coming his way. He's doing okay though. He's holding it. He's holding the gap. It's less than a second, but E. Graham's on those hard tyres, and then there is an absolute skirmish happening behind between Evil Dragon and Groot, and now STD Ash is joining the party. Evil Dragon, Groot, no, it can't make up its mind who's in fifth place. Oh, Groot there, absolutely laying it down that Evil Dragon is not going to have that spot, but Evil Dragon does fancy it as the Dash cam comes in to see what's going on. So STD Ash getting a beautiful view. I'm guessing, I mean, I call him Saint Dash because I like to mess about with people's names, but it's got to be STD Ash because his name's Ash. So at some point he must have had an STD. At some point when he was using PSNs. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, what was that? That was a Liam McEwen, wasn't it? That was a Liam McEwen shaped car at the side of the road. Unbelievable stuff. Wadwick up into second place now. And Liam then, what did you do in second place? This car really does It's, oh, again, it's exactly the same. Exactly the same as we've seen many a time over in this. Unbelievable stuff. Poor old McEwen. Dealing with things. Having to deal with things at the moment. So the Sid out there in the lead with Wadwick in second now. But E. Graham on those hard tyres finding his groove. He's finding his mojo on the hards and seems to be coming back at the Wadwick. Buttercrop, is that an age thing? Because I always mess around with names as well. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I kind of come from this little village where everyone called the kids their father's names. Luckily, I didn't get in that catchment. We moved out before then. But yeah, when I used to go and visit, it used to be odd that I'd go and knock on someone's door and say, is Roy there? And his dad's like, I'm Roy. I'm like, is your son there? And he's like, what, Steve? Didn't even know his name was Steve. Everyone called him Roy. And it just seems like everyone in the village calls the kids by their dad's names. So I don't know if that's anything to do with it. Don't know if it's because of an age when rappers started and everyone started giving themselves rap names or porn names. It's meant to be your first pet and the street you lived on. So mine would be Major Hardstaff, which is brilliant, I suppose. That does work. So Sid, so my porn name is Major Hardstaff. And if you take all the something out of your name, I don't know, I can't remember my rap name. It wasn't good anyway. Evil Dragon then has got past his teammate E. Graham, but E. Graham's back. Evil Dragon went in a little too hard, too deep. And that's what she said. And E. Graham then still holding on to that third spot. And Wadwick is getting away with it, ladies and gentlemen. It's a steal. He is mugging them off. There in second place as Evil Dragon, E. Graham and the Groot are all mixing it up. And I tell thee, Power Max team are not going to be happy with this display. These two showed no teamwork whatsoever between the two of them. Evil Dragon, it's always, there's no papaya rules going on at the car store Power Max team. And Wadwick flying for Pertec, ladies and gentlemen, but Sid is the star of the show with E. Graham. Oh, the Dash wants to get in here. Grouped in 6th. Jokerman in 7th, but hey, anything can change at the moment. It's quite fluid from 4th down to 8th. Yeah, he'll catch them up. We're only halfway through the race, so yeah, McEwen will be definitely upon them. And JW, he has pace and should be closing in pretty soon. E. Graham, the cork in the bottle, the fly in the ointment, the cat amongst the pigeons. Sid maintaining that lead strongly at the moment. 6.2 on Wadwick. Roderick doing very good times as well. 39.7. Keeping Evil Dragon at bay, that has now got past his teammate. So Evil Dragon has been released. And now E. Graham helping out his teammate. Oh, he's gone a bit wide there. But the group has slipped back into 6th behind the Ash. E. Graham still maintaining. It's been a great race for E. Graham so far. Winning the first race, and here using the hard tyres, and on lap 7 of 12 still in 4th place. I thought he was going to drop to the rear derriere of the whole pack, but he has maintained. He has played a blinder on defensive driving. And now Evil Dragon, 2.2 seconds. This is how much E. Graham was holding up his teammate. This is what I was saying. They wasn't working together very well. They want their team to get maximum points as well. I don't know if Evil Dragon is a threat to E. Graham in the championship. I think Evil Dragon would probably be ahead of E. Graham, in all fairness. I lost the page. I should take screenshots. My phone's full. Sid then leads the way, 6.7 seconds, with Warwick in second. Being caught hastily by the Dragon of Evils. So Evil Dragon then closing in. Woof, going faster than anyone's gone before in this race. And E. Graham still maintaining. He's a second ahead of the dash now. And Groot half a second behind. Groot's in trouble from Jokerman. Jokerman on the hard tyres, coming to life, and McEwen did catch these guys up, and it looks like JW's on his way to catch up as well. So we have got a tinderbox, a TNT box full of fun and frolics coming our way, ladies and gentlemen. The dash on the Graham, and Evil Dragon closing in on Warwick after getting the fastest lap of the race, and Sid out there showboating. E. Graham then in fourth, but the dash just can't get close. Can't get close, can he, ladies and gents? And McEwen already, how's that happened? Oh, you only just caught him up. Who's dropped back? Groot. Groot's had a big one, hasn't he? He was in eighth, I'm sure, though, was he not? Who's he got past? Jokerman and... oh, maybe Jokerman and Groot had a bit of a racing moment. An incident. Possibly. St. Dash then, he's got to be nervous seeing that name appear behind him. Jokerman in seventh, with JW trying to implement himself back into this race. He was up to... did he get up to second? I think he was third, because Liam spun after him. Yeah, he got up to third, or he was sitting comfortably in third. Good old podium. And then his car decided to really stitch him up. But now JW, who has got good pace in this round, is coming back at the Jokerman. Now Jokerman getting one wheel on the green stuff, and had a little squirrel on the straight, and that's given JW the opportunity to try and make a way around the outside, and it's always the hardest way to go. He's still persevering, and he's through. Jokerman getting absolutely mugged off on the outside, but Jokerman getting a good drive through the chicane, trying to attack back, and he'll be on the inside when we go into the braking zone, and JW trying to close down that space for him, giving him no options. And JW then into the braking zone, but he's gone very wide, and it's Jokerman all day long. Sorry, my buttons pressing. I'm looking at a screen and hitting buttons down with my fingers. This, ladies, is why we have to stare at it when we're manipulating it, because we won't know what we're doing otherwise. So Jokerman up and into seventh, with JW in eighth. We've got a battle here with McEwen closing in on the dash, and the hard-tired Graham doing a fabulous job at the moment in fourth, but that is subject to change because he's got two very, very swift people sitting up his rear derriere, and one slight mistake, and the game is up, ladies and gentlemen. Evil Dragon then in third, still closing in on Warwick. Roderick absolutely driving like his life depended on it. It's like he's Sandra Bullock, and he's got Keanu Reeves sat in his passenger seat. Sid then, Sid, even though he's leading, he's not scared to hang out that Juano whatsoever. But the battle here is intense, with Evil Dragon trying to claim second place off of Warwick. Coming down the straight, and Evil Dragon having a sniff up the inside. And is that all it is a sniff? No, it is intention, ladies and gentlemen. He has intention. And Evil Dragon then, but Roderick got a good drive out of the corner, but Evil Dragon still maintains position over Roderick, and that's it. Evil Dragon has put it to bed, and Roderick then down and into third spot, and Evil Dragon, there's no chance with 2 laps remaining to catch up that 7-second deficit on the Sid, unless Sid does something really silly. Warwick in third then, and E. Graham still keeping the reigning champion at bay. JW is moved up ahead of Jokerman. The Dash has dropped down somewhat, and the Groot again not. He must have some sort of tummy ache. So it looks like he's gone off for another Brad Pitt. The Dash then has had an unfortunate moment. Maybe there's an epidemic. Maybe there's Ebola going around the Full Throttle racing area. And some of those Ebola say, yeah, it's called Dragon's Trail Gardens. Who knows? I'm sure Groot was one of the ones that said he loved this track, unless he was being sarcastic, and I didn't pick up on the sarcasm. So Sid then out there in the lead, with Evil Dragon in second and the Warwick in third. Can Warwick come back at the Evil Dragon at all? With Graham still keeping McEwen. This is frustrating for the McEwen, I imagine. He is frustrated. And the Graham just doing enough to stay ahead on those hard tyres, making life very difficult for the reigning champion, as he sees at the moment the championship leader flying off in first place, picking up all the spoils, whilst he is languishing in fifth place, fighting with E. Graham. So yes, tough race for the McEwen at the moment, and E. Graham all over the curbs, playing a very risky game, especially in the Renault. It doesn't like curbs, doesn't like changes of elevation, doesn't like corners, and E. Graham then the grip gave up on him in the final corner, and it's still not done though. McEwen still not able to execute. Volkerov saying young Bob and old Bob and young Bob's son. Yeah, funny innit, how people can be. We're on the final lap now. Sid absolutely flying. He has taken that fastest lap. Evil Dragon getting away from Warwick at the moment. E. Graham is absolutely playing a blinder against the McEwen. McEwen unable to find a method to get by the combo of E. Graham, hard tyres, and Renault Megans. He's going for it now though. Is it gonna work? He's done it by George, by gosh, by darned. But has he? Because the McEwen, the Graham's coming back. But can he do it? He's got the inside here, but McEwen just ahead. And I don't want to miss anyone crossing the line. They're battling. No, not them. No, everything's all right there. McEwen then and Graham. That is the battle we're watching. And it's a tough one. It's a tough one between the two of them. And at the moment, McEwen, though, he's way off the track. He's had to concede that one. E. Graham then. No, he still hasn't gone back ahead. Sid coming down the straight to take all the glory. There you go. Fair play, man. Good drive. Evil Dragon. Great drive there, had to come back in that one into second place. Fantastic. And Warwick, well done, on to third place. Great points for the championship. McEwen does keep that fourth place ahead of E. Graham. JW in sixth, Jokerman in seventh. The Dash coming home in eighth. And I've got to say, all's fair in love and war, but the FIA would have never stood for that, would they? Although, unless your name's Lewis Hamilton, they might have given him a 10-second penalty and the other four get away with it. So if he's Leclerc, that was a fine move. If he's Hamilton, he's got a 10-second penalty. The Dash crosses the line in eighth, with Groot coming home in ninth with his windscreen wipers on. Is that... Ooh, there is a little bit of dampness out there, ladies and gents. Looks like they had to deal. Those that haven't chosen hard tyres, if it's a wet race, if we're going into a third final wet race, then those that haven't picked the hard tyre are going to be onto a win, aren't they? They're going to be in a good place. Unless it doesn't quite get wet enough for wets or meet inters, then yeah, the hard tyre is going to be diabolical if there's a little dampness on the track. So Groot, I suspect, I'm not sure, he's got to be in the car when the AI doesn't drive that bad. Whee! Well done, Groot. 90. Sorry, man. It was an easy one. It was an open goal. I couldn't have a pop. Sid then, great drive, great set of points, fantastic stuff. There he goes, all in black, ladies and gents, championship leader. What more can you say? Beautiful drive. For thumbnail reasons. And here we go then. Sid then is your man on top. Evil Dragon in second. Waterwick in third. We've got McEwen in fourth. E. Graham finishing in fifth. E. Graham, what a job E. Graham did. It's superb, what he displayed out there. JW in sixth. It was unfortunate for JW. But he came back. He came back somewhat. Jokerman, I suspect he had a coming together with the group, but I'm not sure. They were close together, and then they were behind behind McEwen and JW. So I'm not sure. But Jokerman in seventh, having a so-so round, looking great in the racing, but the positions aren't coming. St. Dash there, I think he made a mistake as well, dropped behind in eighth. And Group quit out before it finished. Oh, my word. Oh, is that because I said something? He's still in the room, though. Good. 15. Ah, we got a couple more minutes there. So let's have a look on the track. Or was it Evil Dragon last time? It's beautiful, though, so we're going to do it. I think it looks nice and serene when you just watch the cars going round. No display on. Just beautiful. Take a moment. We've had a lot of moaning and groaning. Oh, I haven't been moaning. I think I've been positive about GT7. And I haven't gone in hard on Rennsport because it is of the understanding now. Games get half released. They get released before they're finished. And it's just, that's the jeopardy. I would never, after a couple of game buys, I'd never buy a game new. I bought GT7 new, and even that wasn't, that took them about, 3 months to get right? Some would argue not until the second physics update, and that was like probably a year. But buying a new game, there's a lot of jeopardy going in new games. Even with Project Motor, I know everyone's getting really excited about PMT, Project Motor Transport. And but I'm sitting back because Project Motorsport, the first one, Project Motor Race, whatever it's called, the first one I really enjoyed. I thought it was good. Nice selection of tracks I didn't even know. So but then I never bought PM2 because I just read all these terrible reviews about saying it turned into an arcade racer rather than sim-like. So they're coming back with a third incarnation, but I'm just going to hold off. I am going to wait. It's released in November, luckily, and I don't have any plans. I'll probably ask for it for Crimbo. But I also want a 8 Newton meter adapter for my wheel. And they're $100. They're €100 at the moment. I thought about buying it, because I'm sure they were 150 when I bought my wheel. That's why I didn't buy one, because I'm tight. And I thought I can buy one of those off AliExpress. But then I started wondering whether or not I should buy cheap things. I paid a lot of money for the wheel. I don't want to screw it up with some Chinese-made bloody bomb that's going to go off in my house and burn everything to the ground. Wouldn't China just love that, eh? Hey, gringo. See, I changed lane then. I was going to go with accents and thought, best not, maybe not. Changed it to Mexican, so you can't moan at me because AliExpress, who knows who runs it. But hey, buy this adapter for £5. £5. It does exactly the same as the £100 one. There's got to be something there. Either corporate greed from Fanatec is ridiculous, or that £5 one is going to kill me one day. I'm not sure. And I want some springs for my pedals. So that was on my Christmas list, but then they were going on about Project Motor Transport. And now I want that on my Christmas list. Vodka up saying, wasn't that 3 that was bad and 2 that was good? Maybe I got it the wrong way around. I know I bought 1 and thought, this is good fun. But I didn't have a wheel at the time. I just was using controller, and I thought this would be great on the wheel. But when I got my wheel, I think the game had been so old it wasn't really working anymore, so I couldn't try it. But yeah, I liked what I saw on that one, and then yeah, the next one I didn't get it because I just heard people, like the reviews and everything, were saying it had gone very arcadey and it wasn't much fun. And games are expensive, people. It's not like back in the old PS1 days when I had my PS1 chipped, and when I went to my dealer I could just get like a game for £3. He'd burnt off his PC. I couldn't dealer. I meant my business associate. Them days are done. I'm happily married now with two teenage children. I don't have shady friends anymore, so I don't get. Although, you know, I'll openly admit, screw you. What do you care, YouTube? I've got a bent fire stick. Who hasn't, eh? Who hasn't? I still pay for Disney and Netflix and Amazon. I don't get the logic of it. It's because the children can't deal without watching it on their iPad, and when you've got a bendy fire stick, it only comes. I can only get it on the TV, and I think one iPad, and I didn't even bother with that because we pay for Disney and Netflix. So what's the point? And I watch YouTube the most, so which is free. We're going to be starting in a minute. I talk about random stuff. How weird. But yeah. And I've got to say, kiddies, having your PS1 chipped so you could buy any game you want, it really does take it away from the game. I had so many games, I barely played them. I used to pick Siphon Filter, one of the best games of our time. And I probably played the first one, and the second one I played for like 10 minutes. But I had G-Police and all these other games to try because you could buy them for a couple of quid. And yeah, I think too many games just takes it out of it. You don't really, you got to just concentrate on one game at a time. At the moment, I am absolutely juggling Stardew Valley, Ark on Ragnarok, bloody No Man's Sky. I'm starting to get back into Gran Turismo as well. I did all the other night. I did all the challenge races, 5 challenge races. I had a go at them. I had quite fun as well. What did I really enjoy doing? Oh, I took the old 80s Nissan Group 3 in the World Touring 700, so I didn't have to mess about with it, because I think it was like, I don't know, it's faster than a Group 4 but not as fast as a Group 3, and I didn't have to mess about with it. I could just, because I'm lazy, I never go to the auto shop, I never soup them up. I just want to pick a car and go and race, and that's what I'm hoping this paid DLC is going to be. It's not going to be like, oh, you go in the race, you get beaten by 40 seconds, so then you have to come out of the race, go all the way to come out of about 4 menus, then go into about 4 other menus to go into the auto shop or whatever it is, the garage, buy a load of gump for your car, and then come out of that. I had to do that. It was a Jeep one, I think. No, Land Rover or something. It was one of those races. And I could tell if the car didn't have any souping up, I wasn't going to be able to get anywhere in it. So then you have to come out of it all, you have to go into it, you have to buy bits, and then you don't know what bits to buy. It's just, oh. And then when I went back, I slapped. But I didn't. It was just all the gizmos I bought for the car. I didn't drive any better the second race I did than I did in the first race, and I finished second to last, 40 seconds off the leader. And then the next race, I lightened the car, bought air filters and exhaust pipes and all of this stuff. There you go, Evil Dragon, beautiful stuff. And then went back in the race and just won by 30 seconds. And it's just like, is this a racing game? But it's not. They never said it is it? They said it's a driving simulation. It's a driving experience or whatever it is. Gran Turismo driving simulator. It's not a racing game as such. So grouped on pole with the reverse grid onto the medium tyres, the dash alongside him, and Joker Man, and he needs some dividends paid out from this weekend's festivities. He's had good races but unfortunate results. So Joker Man Groot and the Dash, all wanting something to come out of this because they've all had a bit of a rough round. Evil Dragon absolutely flying in that second race, but and he's on the medium tyres. E. Graham's back onto the mediums. Sid now having to go onto the hard tyre. Wadwick on the hard tyre. We've got McEwen on the softs. Joker has been played, ladies and gentlemen. And McEwen then getting his soft tyre. They're allowed one soft racing compound tyre for one race throughout the whole season. So McEwen then paying halfway through, and we've seen a lot of people using the soft tyre, so I don't know, there is a tyre chart, I've never looked at it, I don't know, it confuses me. Wadwick then in 8th. I'm easily confused. The office, American office scene where he says, explain it to me like I'm a 10-year-old, and then at the end of that he says, explain it to me like I'm a 5-year-old or 4-year-old. That's me. You have to explain it to me like I'm a child. Some people think it's condescending when their wife speaks to them like children. I love it when she starts doing it. I think she thinks she's being mean or something. But me, I think, well, at least I can understand what you're talking about. So Groot there, out there in the lead, half a second ahead of the Dash. I do talk dribble. I got a message from someone saying, oh, you make me chuckle. And I don't understand why. Because I just talk drivel half the time. And in between the drivel, there's a bit of wrong calling on the commentary. So, what is it? What was it that they get out of it? Maybe it's just the dumbness. Everyone loved Jackass in the day, didn't they? So, oh, Evil Dragon! Absolutely. What's that? What was that? Oh man, I can't remember what it's called when you get on your skateboard and grind. That's what he just done with his Renault. Eddie or something, I'm not sure. Did he pull an Eddie? Did he Eddie that pipe, bro? So Groot there is leading, and Groot means business. The definition of Groot in this race is busyness. No messing, no playing, no spinning, no Brad Pitts. We're going for the win. For the win, ladies and gentlemen. That's Groot's intention. Let's see how he executes that. Dash in second, being harassed and harangued by Jokerman, who I think has had... He's shown great pace and racecraft during this race, but just seems to have not got the results go his way. And that is not usual from what we see of Jokerman. Another one, I think, suffering with the Dueno. What's the word I'm thinking about? It's inconsistencies of the car that they're driving. Oh yeah, let's see how long we can get this camera. Oh, God, Roddick. God, Wadwick, you messed it up for us. We were on a run then. Groot then out there in the lead. The Dash chasing him down, but Jokerman all up and in his hiney, ladies and gentlemen. He is a hiney rider. E. Graham, 4th again for the Graham. He loves that 4th. And McEwen, reigning world champion, reigning full throttle world champion, puts it on his CV, so it's got to be true. Jokerman there in 3rd, with E. Graham in 4th, and McEwen is right up his chuff now and looking for a bit of action. That's what he said. Sid then in 7th, with the Wadwick in 8th, and JW in 9th. JW on those hard tyres, as is Wadwick, and Sid also struggling with the hard tyre dilemma. And Evil Dragon out of position at the moment, and a second behind the world reigning champion. E. Graham is in 4th, Jokerman 3rd. The Dash doing fantastically well at the moment, maintaining pace against the Groot. Groot under pressure, ladies and gents. Ooh, though, the Dash playing risk at the other end of the curb. Jokerman in 3rd, and then we've got E. Graham 3/10 behind. And, we've got some beautiful battlage here. I mean, they might be leaving this car behind. at the end of the season, but they cannot deny that the racing action has been absolutely banging. Oh, Dash taking a risk through the chicane there, whereas Groot went for the long way around, and Dash carrying a lot of speed out as he took a lot of curb in, and now he's going to go on the attack of the Groot. He's having a sniff and a whiff up the fresh air. Groot's gone quite wide, and OMG, call the cops. Groot just got mugged as the Dash went up his inside there. Got a great, he started that, he cultivated that overtake a corner or two before, ladies and gents, and the Groot now having to deal with Jokerman fancying the same outcome as the Dash just managed, and Groot struggling, one would say, around Dragon's Trail. I am starting to feel now his message where he said, unless he's not criminal anymore. They changed their names in the messenger. Honestly, it is the toughest group to keep track of who's who, and when they are. So Groot, I'm sure he said he enjoys. He really was chuffed about this track, but I may have been wrong. Now it's the reigning world champion is moving into position up to second. And somewhere, I think Groot must have made a little bit of a mistake there, because he slipped behind Jokerman now. And he was off the racing line, and E. Graham coming in like a force to be reckoned with. The reckoning is happening now for Groot. Keep with it. That's a one. E. Graham, save of the century there, ladies and gentlemen. Kept his head cool. His oyster was calm. No, his clam was calm. And his cucumber was cool. Now let's introduce that cool cucumber to the calm clam and see what we can do. McEwen in the lead, ladies and gentlemen. Dash losing out. A spin. Oh no, it's not the Groot. It is the Groot, and oh God, no one wants to relive that. What a terrible thing. So Groot there. Ooh, was it a racing incident? No. It was the curb again. It's that re-entry on curb. You can't drive off them curbs. Oh, he must be absolutely fuming. Well, the hazard light's on, and he's going for another sit on the loo, I would imagine. So McEwen, was he spinning again? That wasn't the end of the replay. I think he just had another spin. So as his teammate takes the lead, the Groot falls to the back. He was only 2 points behind the McEwen in the shout, but this track has absolutely, it's pegged him. Let's just face it, he's taken the biggest pegging he's just ever had in his racing career, ladies and gentlemen. Jokerman and St. Dash going toe-to-toe, mano-mano. Jokerman then, can he do it? Yes, he can, just like Bob the Builder, ladies and gentlemen. Jokerman pulls off the move. Ooh, it's the curb, but he's kept it together. And Jokerman then up and into second. Does he have the mettle to take it to the McEwen? Who knows? And we'll see soon. Dash then down into third, but E. Graham, a winner of the first race of this meeting, going up and into third. And now the Dash, when you're down, don't they kick you, brother? Hey? These are meant to be your friends, for heaven's sakes. There's no love in war, I guess. And the Dash then slipping down from first, second, third, and now in fourth. And it's a tough road he drives here at the Dragon's Trail. McEwen leads the way with Jokerman in second. We've got E. Graham in third. E. Graham's been driving very well this round and looking for some big points. The Dash in fourth, and he's not going to let the Dragon through. He says, no, I've already let 3 others through, and you're not coming as well. Not invited. Sid just keeping his head down. He knows he's at a deficit on those racing hard tyres, and he's just he's hoping. It looks like the sun's going down. Maybe the track will cool down. Maybe it'll bring him back into play. He's just pulled a 39.9 out of his butt ski, So that might be quite competitive. What's the others doing? 39.7 from the Dragon, the Dash a 40.8. So yeah, maybe as the track cools, he might be able to start getting a bit competitive with those racing hard tyres. But we have seen the chasm of gap between the racing mediums and the racing hards here. Oh yeah, I forgot McEwen put softs on. No wonder he's absolutely slapping. So Jokerman under threat from the Graham. Graham wanting second place out of this race. Indeed he does. And Jokerman feeling he deserves a good result out of the round. Oh, beautiful slide from the McGann there, as E. Graham and Jokerman go toe-to-toe, and the Dash wants to get back in the action with Evil Dragon tracking him very closely. Sixth is Sid on those hard tyres, starting to find pace, and he's still in sight of his competition as Evil Dragon goes a little wide through there, but seems to survive. Sid in sixth. Then we've got the Pertec boys, Warwick and JW, going together in seventh and eighth. I love it when you see both liveries duking it out. If these guys get side by side, you can bet your bottom dollar that's a thumbnail. Thank you, boys. What's that? Lap 7, race 3. Thumbnail. So JW then goes ahead of the Warwick. Beautiful battling here from the teammates. These two both having good races. Roderick picking up where JW's race went bad, and now Roderick moves ahead. These two are just having a bit of fun on those hard tyres, isn't they? Good stuff. And again, another move. This is orchestrated. I don't believe this. I don't believe this for 1 second. They're pulling my leg, aren't they? They've got together and they said, shall we try and get Thingy all excited? That's like leading me on, boys, and not finishing the job, you know? You're tickling the hangers and not touching the shaft. What are you doing to me? Oh, Roderick off wide. Maybe they are real racing. JW then pulls away from the Warwick as Groot. He's not got his indicators on, so he must be still in the game, in the cockpit. And McEwen, though, absolutely lording it with those soft tyres. Look what I've got that you guys haven't. Jokerman still in second, keeping the Graham at bay. And Jokerman, he had a bit of a taste of E. Graham's defensive driving in race 2 before he slipped back. I think he had a coming together with Groot, but I've got no proof of that. It's just something Groot would do. I'm joking. I'm joking. Poor Groot. It's because I know Groot. When I first joined sim racing, he was part of the group that I joined. The online community, should I say. I've played sims. Well, I've played racing games since PS1, but when I started racing in a group online, Groot was part of that group. So I feel I can get away with a bit more saying stuff about Groot. I think he's got the sense of humour to take it. Possibly. Although I think he's the only one that said anything about when I made a reference to Joseph Fitzel in the Red Bull race, saying that it was a bit edgy. I don't know. Jokerman, I think it's that. He just did the face palm thing. So I assumed that was over the Joseph Fitzel. What was it I called it? The Grandpa Nursery? When he built his Grandpa Nursery? In the garden? I can't remember. McEwen, it was a long time ago. It was one of these races. And it was Red Bull. I think it was the season before. So McEwen then, out there with the soft tyres, absolutely hanging it. Jokerman, he's built a buffer up, but it's only 2.5 seconds, only 0.2 of a second. And E. Graham, he's taken less. He's taken less to make a move. So Jokerman still not safe whatsoever in that second place with E. Graham hanging around. Then we have this lovely battle down here between the Dash and Evil Dragon. Evil Dragon just cannot crack the Dash open. He can't get through. And Evil Dragon then just stuck in limbo at the moment, as is E. Graham at the moment. Sid on his hard tyres, surviving, getting the points he needs as he sees his rival leading the race. But he's got to say that soft tyres, I'm not sure if Sid's used his softs. I'm not keeping up with things. Although if you have any queries, Facebook's Full Throttle Racing, you can always go there and say, look, Thingamajig only tells us half of the crap that's going on. What is the story? I'm like Sky Sports, I only tell you half of what's going on. The BBC, I don't tell you anything that's going on. McEwen then, they make us pay for that propaganda, you know that. That's crazy. So McEwen out there in the lead with Jokerman maintaining against the Graham. But for how long can he take the pressure, ladies and gentlemen? How long can Jokerman play this defensive game as the Graham looks up the inside? And again, it's not happening. Big slide on from Graham. I love your slide on, man. Beautiful stuff. Smooth. Not veiny at all. So Jokerman there is maintaining that second place with E. Graham trying to find a way past. Unbelievable stuff. This is cracking racing. Evil Dragon's found a way though. Evil Dragon and the Dash have been duking it out, but the Dash just with his nose ahead, but the Dragon is on the inside, and Evil Dragon then makes it stick. He's slapped that one, ladies and gentlemen. Evil Dragon up to fourth with the Dash in fifth. He went quiet like someone commented. Oh, that's right. No one commented. It must have. Oh, no, someone else. Or Sky News. Yeah. Oh, I pay for that as well. As we're going through things I pay for, even though I've got a bendy Fire Stick. I pay for Sky, well, you need it for Formula 1, but yeah, Dash and Evil Dragon are racing. Yeah, I pay for bloody 56 quid a month. They robbed me for, just for F1, because I don't watch anything else on there. It's disgusting. Money I waste on media. Well, money my family waste on media. I make the money, I spend the money, but it's not me that chooses where it goes. Listen up, kiddies, this is a fable for the future. Girls, you have got it great. Find a good dude that does some hard work. I mean, you got to love them. You got to like them. It doesn't work if you don't like them. But yeah, then you get free spree of what you want. Whilst us mugs go to work every day and pay for it. It's not all like that. But I did say once about cancelling Disney, and I thought I'd dropped some sort of I'm having an affair sort of. It was of that part. You want me to do what? Well, Disney, we don't need it. Well, you like Star Wars? Yeah, I like Star Wars. They haven't made a good Star Wars since 1982, but that's beside the point. And well, they have. Look, I like a lot of the Star Wars stuff. I'm joking. I'm jumping on the bandwagon. E. Graham's got through. Sorry, look, I've been very sidetracked, haven't I? Look, I should do maybe just do a general podcast. Oh God, that was awful. I would never do that to you guys. Me just chatting for 40 minutes. But yeah, that's what this has turned into, and I apologise. I've got a lot of things on my mind, obviously. E. Graham, he's pulled that move off like an absolute legend, and Jokerman is not happy about it. He wants it back. McEwen on the soft tyres, on his way to victory lane. And what's that? 3 different winners in 3 races. And that shows the signs, ladies and gentlemen, of an absolute cracking championship. And they want to get rid of the cars. They're clueless, aren't they? Comfort over fun. What's wrong with you guys? McEwen takes the win. E. Graham gets a second place away from Jokerman. I feel for Jokerman. He deserved that second, but it's just the way it is. He gets a fine third. Evil Dragon in that fourth ahead of Sid. Oh no, the dash fell down another position as Sid comes home in... no, he slows down. Ooh, maybe there was a little bit of controversy with his overtake on the dash. And he's given back the position to Dash from Sid. Very gentlemanly. JW in 7th, ahead of Groot in 8th, and Warwick finishing in 9th. Well, guys, we've been through a lot tonight. We've worked through our problems. I'm pretty sure we haven't. I pay too much for TV. Do you know what? And I blame my mum. Yes, it's my mum's fault. Because I was never allowed NTL, Virgin, or whatever it's called now. All my friends had cable, even basic cable. Didn't even have all the pay packages. She wouldn't even have that. So I had 4 channels and something that resembled a channel, but really snowy, called Channel 5. So so now I'm grown up. I'm like, yes, I'll have all the channels, please. All the TV. So it is partly my fault. McEwen then took the win. Sorry. We had a race in between this podcast. Thanks for joining me. McEwen then takes the win with the soft tyres. E. Graham, great second place. E. Graham's championship starts here. Jokerman as well. Pleased he's got a good result. I imagine he's probably not pleased because that second place was there. But Jokerman, I'm pleased he's got in the top 3 in one of these races. Evil Dragon on form, 4th place. The Dash in 5th. We've got Sid in 6th. Great round for Sid, and even 6th with the hard tyres is not to grumble. JW Talks M Sports is in 7th. The Pertec boys were fantastic this weekend. Groot in 8th, who wasn't fantastic. No, sorry, Groot. It obviously isn't your track. And 9th for the Warwick. Oh, and he's gone. Give me a second, Dash. For heaven's sakes. We don't want to say goodbye to people? You miserable sod. Well, ladies and gents, looks like it's ended early. Thank God I got that replay. Thank you very much for joining us here at Thingamajig's Racing Channel for the Full Throttle Racing Rounds 10, 11 and 12 of their Next Generation Touring Cars Revival. And I will be trying to drop some streams over the weekend, as always. Pick and choose what you fancy. That's what I say. Don't try and watch all of it. Just pick and choose, because I must be so irritating. Especially this race. I barely did the race, did I? I was just talking about what was coming into my head. I don't think I've got anything else to say. I'm having a good time. Hope you guys are. Have a good weekend, and I'll see you in the next stream. Tooroo! Peace and love. Peace and love.